Hello, guys. It's Amy with Lily Bean Designs. How are you guys doing today? Okay, I was trying to get my camera straight. Let me put my chair up a little bit. Come on in and let me know how you're doing today. I hope I have a few viewers, people to chat with. I have not gone live in a long time, and I just got out of the habit of it, and I was thinking lately that I need to start doing that again and just, connecting with you guys a little bit more. Let me see which way I need to move to be centered. I think if I go this way with my camera, that'll work. So I'm a bit rusty. Y'all will have to excuse me. I'm trying to figure out these settings in StreamYard because it's been a while since I used StreamYard. So if you are joining me, come in and say hello and tell me where you're watching from. The algorithm is not going to be my friend today. It's been a long time since I was live, and so it's probably not going to show my stuff to a lot of people today. So I'm just hoping that I will at least have a couple people pop in and chat with me and say hello, because that's always more fun to paint when we have some people to talk to. So I hope you guys are doing well. I thought I would hop on here today. We're doing a bunny themed project. I thought I would hop on here today and just show you guys this cute little door hanger that I just designed. That's going to be a freebie this month in the clubhouse. So I just got done cutting this on my laser. So I still have my painter's tape on here. Let me peel this off and get everything ready. So we have bonus files for February, and which is in a few days. I would say it's hard to believe that it's in a few days, but it's, I saw somebody said it's January 88th, and I feel like that is very true. I feel like January has been a very long month, a very cold month. I know a lot of people are still dealing with this storm, and some people are going to get hit again. And it's just no fun unless you are a winter weather person, which I am not. It's not a lot of fun. So comment and tell me where you live and what kind of weather you're experiencing where you are, and all of that. I'm in South Louisiana. If you're new, my husband and I are from, my family is from Virginia, but we decided a few years ago to buy a second, once our kids graduated from college, to buy a home in South Louisiana. We still have a small place there. We have a condo back in Virginia that we go back and forth to. We go back and forth about every 2 months, and we were there for the holidays, and we came back down after my daughter's birthday, which was the day after, so January the 8th, we came back down to Louisiana. So we're in South Louisiana, and the weather in South Louisiana is apparently very different from the weather in North Louisiana, I'm told. I've never actually been to North Louisiana, I don't think. But yeah, apparently they get a lot more winter weather up there, and they got hit pretty hard. So it's been chilly here. It's been not nearly, I can't complain, it's not nearly as cold as it is in a lot of areas of the United States right now, but we have been below freezing at night some nights, which is very unusual for us, even in January. And we had to turn on a space heater in the garage for the laser. We've been using our fireplace, which we rarely use, which, has been nice and cozy and all of that. So very we've been enjoying the winter vibes. But I'm ready for some sunshine. I did not come down here to be cold. I came down here to be warm. So, okay, so I've got 3 colors today. We're just going to be using just your basic white. This is Deco Art. I use a mixture of different brands, Deco Art, Apple Barrel. This is this blue. I'm going to try this blue. I'm not sure if this is the blue that I'm going for, but it's called Blue Kazoo by Apple Barrel. Looks kind of like the blue that I'm thinking I want this sign to be. And this is also Apple Barrel. It's called Pink Polish. Okay, so I apologize for the glare. I'm not really sure Okay, I do know where the glare is coming from. It's coming from the ring light. But see, if I turn the ring light around, then we are getting, yeah, see, I don't really know how to get rid of that. If you do videos, tell me how to get rid of the ring light glare. I think it's probably because I have put some contact paper on my work surface because it just gets so gross with painting on it all the time, and it's glossy. So I think that's why I'm getting that reflection of the ring light. So I apologize. I'm just trying to make it bright enough that y'all can see. Okay, so we're going to start off painting the background of this. Let's see. So yeah, so let me peek at, I have to think for a minute how I'm going to do this. Okay, so this is going to be white. Let's see. Nope, I have to peek at the picture. I can't remember how I designed this to be. All right, so we're going to paint this white, and then we're going to paint all of the pieces that go in it. We're going to paint blue, and then we're going to paint this T, the pink, and we're going to paint the bow pink, and then we're going to paint the little middle of the bow like a creamy pale yellow color. Okay. All right. I had to peek at that really quick. So basically we need to do, y'all can hear me, right? Hello. I do have somebody to chat with. How are you? Please let me know if you can hear me. I have both microphones on, so it should be okay. But let me also tell me if there's like an echo or anything, because sometimes when I have the phone doing the upper camera, there's like an echo. So please let me know. Because like I said, it's been a while since I've used StreamYard, and I want to make sure that that's working right. Okay, y'all. All right, so we're going to start off, we're going to paint all of this white. That'll be the easiest thing to start off doing. So I'm trying to find like a big brush. I think this is probably the biggest one I have. Hey, Leisha, how are you? Oh, good. Y'all can hear me. Okay. I can't tell your name because it just says like your YouTube username, but someone's saying cold and snowed in at my house. Let me know where you are, that you are cold and snowed in. I'm sure a lot of people are cold and at least kind of snowed in right now from what I've seen. We've got some crazy weather all over the place. I saw Nashville got hit so hard with ice. I'm so sorry if you are watching from Nashville. I hope that you are safe. It's just been so crazy because it's not just snow. It's like a very thick sheet of ice everywhere. And it's making it really difficult to remove the snow so that anybody can get out and drive on the road safely. So I know back home where we're from, they closed schools, I think all week. Pretty sure they haven't had school at all this week in any of the surrounding counties where we're from in Virginia. And down here, they actually we're calling it a Louisiana snow day. Monday was a Louisiana snow day. No snow, no ice, but it was so cold. And they did have some rain that they were worried was going to freeze and cause some issues on the road. And if you've ever lived anywhere where they do not put salt down, like they just don't have, the capability to deal with weather like this, they don't have the salt, they don't have the plows, they just don't have that because they usually don't need it. My neighbors would tell me like, oh, just wait, like when we do get winter weather, it's bad because we have no, ability to prep the roads. So that is very true. We were down here last year when New Orleans, because we're about an hour south of New Orleans, got a foot of snow. which was, do y'all see my chair just gradually going down? I think it's broken. It's just like every time I move a little bit, it just goes down like another inch. I don't know if there's anything that I can do about it. We'll see. I have to be very careful how I move in my chair today. When I'm working, like not on camera, I don't sit. I generally stand while I paint. So, but anyway, yeah, we were down here when that unprecedented foot of snow happened, and that was absolutely crazy. Our friends down here were like little kids because a lot of them had either never seen snow or at least had never seen snow here. So they were all trying to go out and build snowmen and play in it. And it was funny. They built some snow alligators and snow crawfish, and it was really cute. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm going to mispronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce it actually. Am I saying this completely wrong? Chhinwassery, I think is how you say it. This pattern of China that is on the vase that the bunny is sitting in on this sign. I don't know. Is that how you say it? Chhinwassery? I don't know, but regardless of how you say it, I'm obsessed with it. I've been seeing it all over the place, and I just had to design some files that, included it because I just thought that it was so pretty. Okay, so this is what's confusing me. This is laying on top of the bunny, but it is still going to be white. Let me just confirm that one more time. I should have printed a picture is what I should have done. I can't look at my phone. Yes, this is going to be white because I'm using my phone for my overhead camera. Okay, so we're going to grab a sponge stick for this part. And I know some people probably are like, why are we painting bunnies in January? And that is because if you are a crafter, which most people who follow me are, and most people who watch these videos are, then you know that we have to work ahead of the seasons. So right now, even though it's not Valentine's Day yet, most of us are already working on spring projects because it takes a while to make all these things, right? So we have to have the time to get our inventory together so that we have products to sell to our customers. So, and then some people do craft shows and events, and you need to have your stuff made, right? So we, in the club, we always work ahead of the seasons. So right now, for the month of February, we're going to be doing some spring projects. So if you're a club member, our club members always get their files on the first of the month. So February 1st is in what, 3 days? What day is it? Is it the 29th? Oh, good. Sorry, tell me your name. Someone says no echo. All I see is a username, so I don't know what to call you, but thank you for watching. It's definitely your work surface. Yes, it probably is. What I need to do is I need to find some contact paper that is not glossy to put on here. This glossy finish looks really pretty because it kind of looks like a granite countertop, but it's not the best for the camera lighting. And if I turn that ring light off, even with my overhead light, it's not going to be bright enough for y'all to see. So I'm sorry about that glare. And I've tried to angle it a different way, but it's not going to let y'all have enough light to see. Oh, you're in Indiana. I have never been to Indiana. So yeah, so in the club, February 1st, you guys are going to be getting your February bundle, which is a spring bundle, and then you'll also be getting a bonus bundle. And this is one of the bonus files for February. So be sure to, when you get your monthly email on the 1st, that you get your bonus files out of that email as well. They'll be in there with your regular files. Okay, so let's see. Let's do, these two are going to be pink. And if you prefer to not use the cutout, some of these sponge sticks I need to toss because they got hard. Even though I washed them, they still got hard. I really wish that I could find a pack of medium-sized sponge sticks that's all there is, like no little ones. I don't really love the little ones, so I end up with a bag of nothing but little ones. And I try to make myself use them, but they're not my favorite. Even though you would think like for small things that the little ones would be better, I feel like I have less of a chance of it getting on the sides of the cutout pieces if I have a bigger sponge. So I kind of prefer not the giant ones, but like the medium-sized ones. And I can't seem to find a source that just sells the medium ones. So if you know where to get those, let me know. And if you don't want to use the laser cutout, what I was going to say, you don't want to use the laser cutout bow, you can just omit this and you can just make your own ribbon bow or jute twine or, you know, whatever you want to use for a bow. You can just omit this, you know, this wood bow and not use it. I think a gingham bow would be really pretty on the bunny, or just like a satin ribbon would be pretty. But I love the contrast of the pink against the blue. I think it's so pretty. Okay. And then I think, oh, you know what? I'm painting the wrong thing. Okay, so I accidentally cut an A because when I was designing the sample, I designed it with an A, and I forgot that I'm making a T because my last name is Taylor, and I'm going to hang this on my door, so we're actually not going to use that A. So I'm going to paint this T. I forgot all about that. And then, of course, this the file does include, you know, all the letters of the alphabet, so you can cut out whatever letter you want. And this is sized at 19 inches on the longest side, so that if you have a Glowforge, you can cut it without a pass-through door. I design all my files in the club like that, and almost all my files in my shop I also design like that. But you can enlarge it if you want to. So I actually, did you just see my chair go down again? I actually enlarged this one. So this bunny is 22 inches because I just wanted a bigger, you know, door hanger on my front door. So I made mine a little bit bigger. Okay. This bow center, I'm trying to think what color I want it to be. I think I'm going to go with this antique white. Okay, and then everything else should be blue if I'm doing this the way that I'm envisioning it. So I'm going to use some of this tape. I should not have balled up. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Just do our little, whoops, I'm not making my life easier. Trying to. Okay. Then I can paint on my little attachment pieces. All right, we'll paint these and then we'll paint the little squares. Oh, your name is Amy as well. Well, hello, Amy. It's nice to meet another Amy. Y'all, seriously, this chair is driving me bonkers. And I have to get all the way up to fix it. I haven't sat in it in a while, and I didn't know it was doing this. Mostly my cat sits in this chair when he comes in my craft room. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to be the perfect blue for this. And I will show you guys, if you didn't see the other free bonus files that we're going to be offering, I will pull up pictures of those here in just a moment. And we have not released the February files yet. Those are February 1st. Hey, Julia, how are you? Great seeing you too. So yeah, those will be released February 1st. So I can't show pictures of those quite yet. If you want to join the club, the link is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It is svgclubhouse.com. And if you join now, you actually still get the January files. So you get the January files now, then you get the February files on February 1st, and then you also get the bonus files. So you really get 12 files if you join before February 1st. And then we've had the doors open for a while. We've just kind of been leaving the doors open for a bit and letting people do what they need to do. And but we're not going to be doing that for 2026. We're going to be closing the doors after the first week of February. We'll be closing the doors so that we can focus on the activities in the group. And so if you do want to join, you need to join. Let me see the date really quick. By February 8th. February 8th, we are going to be closing the doors, and we're not going to be reopening again until probably late spring, early summer, like May, I would think at the earliest. So if you want all the pretty, spring files, and right now the January files are Valentine's Day. So you can still grab some January files if you join now. Then now is the time to join. If you want to get in, it's only $19 a month. You can join monthly, or you can pay the annual fee and you get a month free. So you only pay for 11 months instead of 12 if you do it that way. You also get 50% off all my files if you're a club member. So if you buy like 3 or 4 of my files a month anyway. Thank you, Julia. I'm glad you remembered too. If you buy like just a few of my files every month anyway, you might as well join, because you get 50% off all the files in our shop all the time if you're a member. So there's no limit to that. There's a coupon code I give you every month. You can use it an unlimited number of times. We also give you all the marketing photos for these projects. So if you, if you sell your products and you want to be able to use marketing photos, because like a lot of times I can't allow you to use my photos that are in my Etsy listings because other people have painted those, and that's not my artwork to allow to share. Because people will say, well, can I, advertise this project? Can I use the picture and advertise the project on my Facebook page or on my Instagram or, wherever you share your stuff? And I can't let you do that all the time with those files because, like I said, it's not my artwork to share always. But these files, that's part of the Clubhouse membership, is that you get the files to use. So we give you like marketing photos, we give you the blank ones and the painted ones so that you can advertise those files to your customers. We also give you a supply list. So the supply list tells you like all the paint colors we used, all the fonts that we used. If we use other things on the projects like glitter, puffy paint, fabric, ribbon, like anything. And the threader tool that we use to do our beads, like stuff like that. You don't have to like run around trying to like find the link or like commenting like where did you get this? Where'd you get that? Like everything is on the sheet so that you can just go to that sheet and like it's all there and you can reference it. You get to access to our private Facebook group where we post like pictures of all the projects. You can ask questions in there. We've got like some paint videos in there that you can go access and watch. We do all kinds of stuff. So we do all kinds of fun things. So if you have been thinking about joining, now is a good time to join. Okay, so I'm going to just go over, I think I painted everything. I'm going to go over most of the pieces with a second coat. Oops, accidentally just dipped my white into blue. I don't want to do that. Just a little bit of blue on there. Let me see if I can get that off. Okay. Yeah, white definitely, we got to do a second coat of that because it always just brightens it up. So if you're using your laser to run a business, or if you're just doing it just for some fun crafting, either way, it's a good deal to be a club member and to save 50% on all the other files that you may want. We have lots of new fun spring files coming out. I've already posted several of those this past week. We've got a bunch of door hangers. I think the door hangers are probably our most popular file. So let me know actually in the comments. I don't know how I keep getting blue on that sponge stick. I have blue right next to it, but I didn't think I was getting it on there. Let me know in the comments what your favorite projects are to make. Like, are you a door hanger person? Are you a shelf sitter, tiered tray person? Because we do all different things in the club. Like we have, aside from the door hangers, we do tiered trays and shelf sets. We do, like, I have a line of cookbook sets, like cookbook insert sets. They're interchangeable. I have the interchangeable welcome sign that has like the drop-ins. We have a sandwich board that has pop in and out interchangeables, bag charms, shelf sitters. Oh gosh, lots of different things. I can't think off the top of my head the other things that we're currently doing, but just lots of different things. Julia says, I'm retired from my job at the end of October and I've been busy remodeling, getting a new kitchen soon. Oh, that is very exciting. Love the bead threader tool. Me too. The bead threader tool is like the best thing since sliced bread. That thing is awesome. If you don't have a bead threader tool, I like to put beads on my door hangers to hang them. And the bead threader tool is absolutely a must-have item to just quickly get your stuff get your stuff done. I'm thinking I need another coat on this backer too. That, or I need to make it, y'all, this chair, seriously. I either need to do that or I need to sand it and make it like a distressed bunny. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint it white again. Just do another coat of white. So are you guys in an area that's going to get hit again with some snow this weekend? I know back home in Virginia, we are going to get more snow this weekend. I'm really worried about my laser tube, to be completely honest. It's in a shop. It's not in a garage back home. It's in our shop, and our shop is insulated. But there's no one there running the shop when we're gone. So we don't run the heat all the time while we're gone. We do have some space heaters, and we have a space heater that's kind of parked next to the chiller in the back of the laser. And my nephew, who also uses the laser from time to time, he actually uses the laser to cut fabric. He has a tactical gear business. Latigo Customs is the name of his business. So he makes some very cool tactical gear, but he cuts his fabric with the laser, which is pretty cool. And so he uses it from time to time. So he actually was nice enough to run over and stuff a blanket down around the laser tube for us. So we are hoping and praying that tube stays intact. That tube has got a lot of hours on it. Like, it's probably nearing the end of its life anyway, but it makes me nervous because even though I'm sure we would figure it out, we've never changed out a tube before. So I don't know if you guys have a laser and you've changed your tube out before. Let me know how it went, because I'm sure my husband and I would figure it out, but it's a little intimidating. Okay, so that's got a second coat. And let's just quickly do a second coat on some of these other pieces. And then we can put our bunny all together before my chair ends up sitting on the floor. So yeah, this is probably the coldest it's been since we had the setup where our laser is in our shop up there, which has been about 3 years. This is the coldest that it's ever been. So it does make me nervous. I'm hoping that tube is intact, because that laser was cutting so nice when we left. Hot tip. If you, I have Thunder lasers. I have a Thunder laser here and I have a Thunder laser back home. And I'm assuming this is how all lasers work. I really don't know. Like, Thunder that's what I've always had. I did have a Glowforge at one point, but, the Thunder laser is, of course, super powerful and is the main tool that I use. What was I going to say? I'm trying to paint and talk at the same time, which is the entire point of this video, right? But still sometimes gets lost on me. Y'all remind me what I was saying. Perimenopausal, complete loss of my train of thought. I'm going to blame it on that. Oh, I was going to tell you guys a hot tip. I think it's a hot tip because I didn't know about it until recently. if you have never changed the mirrors on your laser, like I've changed my lens, but I have not changed my mirrors. And we had an issue a few months ago where I was trying to use the pass-through door to cut something big that a customer had requested. And I needed to use the pass-through door. And this was on my laser in Louisiana down here, not on my laser back home. And I realized, because I don't normally need the red dot, I realized that I had no red dot, like the little red dot that shines, out of the nozzle onto your material. I had no red dot. And my laser was cutting perfectly. Like it was perfectly aligned. It was cutting beautifully. I was like, well, I don't have a red dot. I don't know why I don't have a red dot, but clearly we need to like line these mirrors up better. So we started trying to mess with the mirrors, and that did absolutely nothing. We could not get the red light to show up. And finally, Thunder was like, you might need new mirrors. And the guy actually said to us, when he got ready to send the mirrors, he said, these mirrors will, I don't remember how he worded it. It was basically like, make it like it's a whole new machine. And I was like, what? I was like, why is that? Like, I didn't know that it would do anything to make my machine work better. I was like, okay, like cool, but I don't know what you're talking about. So the mirrors came, and we switched them out, which was easy peasy. And the mirrors were only like, I think all three mirrors were like maybe like $99 or something like that. So, I did paint the T. Okay, let me get this laid out where I can like fit it in my workspace here. So we switched the mirrors out, and y'all, it was like a brand new machine. It cut like amazing. And Lord, this chair. Come to find out that mirrors make a difference with your laser. So if you are having an issue with not seeing your red dot, or with just not getting, your laser not like working like it used to, it may not be the wear and tear on your tube. It could be your mirrors. So just FYI, you may want to try that. Okay, so hold on. I got to look at something really quick. I keep pulling, when I do this, I'm pulling up a picture on my computer screen on my desktop. I got to take a peek here, because I want to make sure this looks like I envisioned it. All right, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Okay. I actually forgot to cut two little pieces, so I'm going to add those off camera. They're just like two little shape pieces that I forgot to add when I went to cut everything out. So I'm going to add those after the fact. So when I take a picture, you will see them. They're just little like teardrop pieces that go on here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attach these pieces. Oh, wait, shoot. Okay, this glue needs to hang on a hot second, because I forgot there's one thing that I want to do. I don't know where the little circles are that fell out of here. There's two little circles that fell out of here. And I guess I didn't save them because I don't see them. Yeah. I guess they're in my garage in the trash can. I don't know. But I'm going to put those on, and those should be painted blue. Right, I'm just going to hold this on here for a sec. It's not quite dry because, ideally I would let it dry and then I would clamp it down. But we're live, so I'm going to just do the best I can here. Okay. So I'm also seeing there's one more thing that I'm going to add to the file because we have not released these files yet. So they still have like a little bit of tweaking to do. So there's like a blue border that I want to be like right here. So I'm going to cut that out and we're going to paint that blue and I'm going to add. So if you see that like after the fact when I post the picture, that's going to also be included in the file because I have like, I'm just, it's in my head like how I want this to look. So I want it to look a certain way and we're going to make it look a certain way. So I'm going to add that to the file. Put Bunny's bow on. Make sure that's straight. So cute. And then if y'all want me to, I can add score lines to help you with placement of these pieces that I'm adding right now. Most of our files have score lines, but I have not added them yet. So if you want me to do score lines, I can absolutely do that for you. You could also use this to line them up. Like you could put this piece down in here and like use this, which clearly I have not lined that up. Let me scooch it down a little bit. Okay, so the big ones go on the bottom. This one here. I think these are the same, but I'm not sure. And then these here. Okay, so I will glue these off camera, but I want y'all to see what this is going to look like. So this is it so far. And then, hold on, I'm going to put some glue in here and glue these pieces in. As my chair sinks down lower and lower. Yes, Julia, I will add score lines. All right, let me see if I can get these into the right puzzle pieces. Just like that. Okay, so when I make the final edits on this file, you will have, well, these two are already there. I must have tossed them because they're nowhere to be found in my craft room. Let's see. Oh, Amy, you have a Thunder Laser too. Very cool. Which Thunder Laser do you have? And then the other thing that you will see in the file will be another like ring that fits in here. And if I can squeeze it in like a thin piece that goes around here, because I want those to be blue, because I think that'll just be like the chef's kiss for the, whatever this is called, chinoiserie. I don't know. Y'all, if y'all know how to say this, well, that doesn't make any sense because you're not going to be able to tell me how to say it because I can't hear you, but you know what I mean? Chinoiserie. Where to call it chinoiserie? I don't know what else to call it. Okay, and then I just need to add some twine to the top, maybe some beads, and get this hung. So yes, we will have score lines and we will have a couple of extra pieces on the final edits that go down here. But other than that, she is done. She is lovely. We love her. And I'm going to be hanging her on my door. Not yet, because it's a little early to hang a bunny on my door, but I'm going to be hanging her on my door this year. I probably will take her back to Richmond and hang her on my door back in Virginia because we go home for Easter. We leave in March to go home. So we don't decorate down here for Easter. All the decorating for the holidays happens back at home. So I'm going to probably be taking her home, hanging her there. Okay, so thank y'all for joining me, and I'm going to try to start going live regularly again. If you don't follow me on Instagram, though, follow me over there because I do some reels and share those over there. Sometimes I stick stuff on TikTok, but TikTok is kind of iffy. I like to watch TikTok more than I like to put stuff on TikTok necessarily because you just never know what TikTok's going to do. They do some weird things. So all right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you. Oh, wait, I didn't show you the pictures. Really quick, let me show you the other projects. Okay, so there's another door hanger. This is the other door hanger that we're going to be doing. So another chinoiserie pattern door hanger that we're going to make. And then we have this little guy that is just, I love. That's just a little shelf sitter for the spring. And then we have our, I don't know what to call these, our little bunny decor. Both of these could just sit on a foyer table and be absolutely darling. They could sit on a mantle. You could put them in a lot of places, but just a little accent table in your home. But anyway, yeah, just cute spring decor pieces is what we're working on this month. So those are the other projects that are in the free bundle for February. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye.